Hey guys, Jess here from Knockout Print Shop. Today I have a video for you. We will call this series, you've done it before, the 1 week, 2 planners, or 2 planners, 1 week. So I'm going to be using my Makse Life Horizontal and my Inkwell Press Flex, which is what she calls the horizontal, planned the same week in each of these spreads, and I'm going to show you the differences, similarities, how you can work with both of these planners, or any horizontal planner, honestly. So this is my active planner. The Makse Life is what I'm personally using on a daily and weekly basis. This Inkwell Press, I haven't been using my Inkwell Press actively. So anytime I'm using this, and particularly in this video, this is more of like a mock spread. And you'll see it's not completely finished, but you're gonna get the idea for this particular video. Okay, so let me see. I think it's for this week of the 27th. So let me open up both of these planners here. Both of these are awesome planners, great paper. Very, very similar planners. Actually, no, wrong week. Okay, let's bump to the 20th. Okay, so this is for the week of July 20th, 2020. Here is what my spread looks like in my Makse Life. So there's that. Move this guy out of the way. Here's a similar spread. Again, this one is not fully completed, but here's a similar spread in the Inkwell Press Horizontal, or Flex, whatever you want to call it. So I'm gonna kind of go over and show you the similarities and the differences. Okay, so let's do it like this. I think this is how I did it last time I did a video, like this. Okay, here we go, side by side. This guy is a lot bigger and chunkier because there's extra pages in the in the Makse versus the Inkwell. Okay, so you can see I use the same concept here with the horizontal. And now that I'm looking at this, I realize I should have put way more stickers down to illustrate the differences and the similarities, but you get the point. The structure that I use in both of these is identical. In the Inkwell, I used our horizontal full dividing strip. In the Makse Life, I used the individuals. Obviously, this is very simple, lay it down. This takes a little bit more time, but gives you more color. So it really depends on kind of the look you're going for. I think I use these 2 stickers interchangeably and like to go back and forth with using them. In the Inkwell, I used one of my favorite stickers, which is our horizontal highlight header, and I just alternated the colors here. In the Makse Life on this particular week, I used our blank flags in the light mix, and I just wrote the word work in. So in both of these planners, this middle section serves as my work to-do list. So you can see that there. In the Inkwell Press, I used our mini hexagons, which obviously I didn't continue using, but we're just trying to illustrate the differences here. In the Makse, I used the dot to-dos. So I like using individual to-do stickers versus strips sometimes because this allows me to designate the to-dos as I go versus having a predetermined number in like a to-do checklist strip. So you can see that there. Same thing, Xing off or checking off things that I've done. Now, the left side of both of these spreads are dedicated towards appointments or time-based things. So here I didn't even use a header, and honestly, sometimes I like how that looks. It's nice and open, and it just brings my attention to the different appointments. So I used our mini virtual meeting sticker on both of these and did the same thing here, noting those particular meetings. I only have about 1 to 3 meetings per day, so I don't need a lot of space for appointments. Then in the difference here with the Makse is I did stagger down one line, a flag going in the opposite direction, and wrote APPTS for appointments. So I do like the way this looks, but I also like the open, clean look of this, and I could continue this down, obviously, if I continued completing this mock spread to mirror exactly what this looks like. The difference, the thing that I didn't do here on the Inkwell is I used our this check mark from our mini bullet journal sheet. I cannot talk today. And I wrote down the number of hours I worked in that particular day. I didn't recreate that here. And I think partly why is on the Inkwell, the date and the day are very prominent. And I feel like if I were to put something down here that's really small like this, it might end up looking cluttered. I think if I was going to note hours here, I may put some kind of box sticker versus something where I write directly on the planner. You know what? Hold on 1 second. I'm going to give that a try and see how it looks. Okay, I'm back. So I grabbed Inkwell IWP RL 148, which is our new single line boxes, two-tone boxes. So I'm gonna try using that for this particular spread. So let me just tell you this too from a colors perspective. This month is, I believe, let me just check. I'm so bad at the Inkwell Press colors. Let's see, this is Summit. So this is what, Oasis. So we're on Canyon. So this is actually, July is Canyon, but I'm using the colors from the Glacier palette. So I actually think this like pinkish color looks really good against the blue. So I didn't even use Canyon colors, although this blue might be Canyon. Honestly, it doesn't matter. If you use an Inkwell Press, a lot of the colors kind of cross over year over year in between months and can be very versatile and used anytime. So what I'm gonna try to do here is, okay, so Monday I worked 2 hours and 15 minutes. So let's see, my hands are so sore from pulling weeds, I can barely lift up stickers. So let me see if I center that, how I like how that looks. Not horrible, I don't hate it. So then we would go down to the next day and we'll just use, I think this is the right color. So this one was 20 minutes. So you can just see, I think kind of keeping the, yeah, actually I don't hate this. So that doesn't look too bad. I actually don't mind that. I think that could definitely work here. And again, you can use these as appointment stickers. Let's say you want to directly write, 12 p.m. meeting, and you could definitely use something like this because they are a single line height as a appointment sticker. So that could definitely function as this space. I just think closing it in with a sticker looks better since this date is so prominent. The date's very subtle in the Makse, so it's easy. And there's a line here dividing the section. So I think writing directly on the planner and keeping an icon here is not as cluttered as it might look directly writing on the planner here. I don't know, maybe I'm making that up and that's not relevant. Okay, the difference here on the Makse is I did use our highlight header here in the word to do. This is the one that's actually designed for the vertical, but it fits great here in this right-hand box, so I used it there. Obviously did not put a header on that section for Inkwell. I just kept that kind of clean looking. And then in here, I used the solid check boxes to write down tasks. I did use some icons as well to note different tasks as well to bring attention to those things. Here on the Inkwell side, I clearly did not finish all of this, but again, you get the point. I could easily take this little phone icon, put that there, and just designate 3 home related tasks, or can make this a whole running to-do list there. So honestly, if you have watched one of my videos before, shifting from Inkwell Press over to Makse was a little difficult because I was so used to having these 3 daily boxes and using this as a 3 to-do list type of thing that going over to Makse and having this open space at first was very weird. I kept doing everything in 3s. Talk about creatures of habit that we are. But you could use this section just like this, putting an icon here, the phone, the $sign, the little house, or this one I think it was supposed to be a vacuum. See, maybe I should finish doing my mock spreads before I actually film videos. But you get the point. We have all of these icons in Inkwell Press colors as well that you could easily put there. Another idea you could do, even though I'm doing like 1 week same planner, something else you could do is you could take this divider strip, maybe I think, and put it here and just make this a whole week's worth of running to-dos and then use this side for the designated day. Maybe I'll do a video about that and I'll try that. So anyways, without this one being completed, you can see that these are the same kind of concept, but in different planners. Again, apologize for not having all the stickers in this fully done, but I think you get the idea. You can see down here, I do have an icon with go to Tractor Supply. I have a little shopping bag. So that's literally the same thing. So I think if you like very just clean, you want a little bit of color, you like having this designated boxes on the side, I think Inkwell works great. If you like having even less color to start with on your page and you want more flexibility, I think Makse does give you that because you don't have these designated 3 spots. Let's flip over and see if I even finished the second half of this week to close out this video. Okay. Sometimes when I move my removable stickers too many times, they don't like to stick down. Okay, so here you can see, again, it's the same exact thing. I didn't completely finish out this spread, but I think you get the idea. Here I did use this as just a meeting sticker versus the virtual meeting sticker. Same kind of thing. Another icons you can see over here versus using this whole boxed in area with check boxes. I didn't do a highlight section here like I did in my active planner. And because this has a built-in habit tracker, I use that. I could have used a habit tracker here, but I didn't do that. So this is kind of, I know, not the most well thought out video in the world, but I just wanted to show you again an example of two planner brands, same layout, for 1 week to get an idea of how they're similar and different and how you can use them interchangeably and help you figure out maybe which of these two brands is best for you. Okay, hopefully this video isn't too long and it's helpful. Let me know if you have questions, and I will see you guys in the next one.